My name is Josephine, and this is my baby, Baby Joe. We're here to discuss some treatment options for him because he has cystic fibrosis. He was diagnosed recently after we noticed that he wasn't gaining very much weight and he was coughing so much that he couldn't sleep. Baby Joe always seems to be wheezing and it's getting really hard to feed him enough. We're doing some physical therapy with him every day and keeping an eye out for infections, but it just never seems to be enough to make him feel better. Through various social media outlets, I've learned that there's a new treatment from Protech Biotech Industries, but I'm afraid of giving my baby a treatment without knowing whether it's safe. I'm at a loss. Does the government even endorse this? Can I afford it? I just don't know what to do.
Hey there, Josephine. First of all, the company I'm associated with is Protech Biotech Company, and we've been striving for a solution for cystic fibrosis gene therapy treatment for the past 13 years. I understand the concerns you are having deciding whether or not this treatment option should be good for Baby Joe or not. I've come up with a few answers that I think might steer you in the right direction, from my perspective at least. First, I would like to address your concerns about if this treatment option is safe for Baby Joe. When discussing basic drug combination therapies such as Calideco for Baby Joe, there are always going to be possible side effects. Some are more common and include headache and diarrhea. However, there are numerous benefits to this treatment option as well. To be specific, expiratory volume is increased by 12%, and the rate of pulmonary exacerbations are decreased by 35%. To put this in the layman terms, all the effects that Baby Joe has with regards to cystic fibrosis, such as a cough or production of sputum, is decreased by 35% with this drug. The treatment method only requires you to give Baby Joe a capsule every 12 hours, and this capsule is only 150 milligrams. In relation to cost, I don't want to lie to you, Josephine. This is a very expensive treatment option. It ranges from $270,000 to $309,000 per year per patient. However, in Canada, 9 of the 13 provinces and territories cover this form of treatment for cystic fibrosis. Thus, I would look into your drug treatment plan for your province to see if it is covered. This form of gene therapy, however, in regards to age, is only suitable for those above age 6. Thus, you still have 5 years left before you have to make a final decision on whether or not you think this is a good treatment option for Baby Joe. Thanks for your questions, and if you have any other questions that you want answered, feel free to email me or message my administrative assistant, and we can set up a meeting that you can come down to our offices to talk one-on-one. Thank you.
Dr. L, the old prodigy from Protech Biotech Company. Let me tell you, it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that my flight got cancelled. The storms here in Toronto were pretty rough today, so I had to give you the video call instead. So, when we're discussing our stance on whether or not we feel like gene therapy is a good idea, well, you see, it's a big money thing for us, right? Behind closed doors, that's the biggest concern for us at the government. Obviously, we would like to see our society do well. We'd love our people to be successful and live long and prosperous lives. But for us, the biggest concern is going to be money going forward. So, from what it looks like, from 9 of the 13 provinces right now, I've got this covered, right? So the biggest thing is, it's about $300,000 to use this Calideco right now. If we're covering that, that's a big expense. And yes, I realize that there isn't an extremely massive amount of people, but we had about 124 new cases in 2015, which is a big number. That's just new cases, right? So the more people that start using this drug, it's going to be a big financial hit for us. On the other hand, it was about 15,000. This is about US dollars. I'm not 100% sure what it would be in Canada for us, but it's about $15,000 on average for somebody to be treated for a year. Number's a bit smaller, but on the other hand, is the treatment as successful? As you mentioned, there's some really great results coming from the studies. However, I think that the biggest thing will be that not only, sure, the gene therapy costs more, but is this going to decrease hospital visits? Because if it does, that is huge. Because right now, the numbers were saying about 24,500 days in the hospital per year. If we can open up these beds for other people via using gene therapy, this would be great, right? And the thing is, if we have success with gene therapy here, who's to say there isn't going to be success with gene therapy for other major diseases? So I think that the biggest thing for us going forward is going to be how successful can we make this drug, and what are going to be the financial impacts of this. But for right now, it looks like we're going to get some government approval on it. So we're going to keep working together, and we'll see what we can do for all of these people with CF. Does that sound good? Beautiful. Well, it's early morning here, so I got to get back to work. Have a good one.
All right, so welcome Josephine and Joseph. My name is Dr. Corbett. I will be your doctor at the hospital, as well as Baby Joe's doctor as well. Sorry I didn't have a chance to shave my mustache. It's been a long week, but I just wanted to introduce myself as quick as possible. So the first question, as the doctor, I do need to know, of course, your family history and your medical history as Baby Joe's parents, as well as Baby Joe's medical history from the time he was born. Now, having seen your part of the video conference here, I obviously know that Baby Joe has had infections, trouble growing, all definitely immediate signs of cystic fibrosis. Having spoken with you now, I do know that you both are pretty healthy, it sounds like, and you didn't have any genetic diseases or disorders from when you were first children. I do understand that Joseph has a slight heart murmur. It doesn't affect his day-to-day life, and that should not have anything or any stipulations on Baby Joe going forward with treatments or his cystic fibrosis. The next question is, as your new doctor, I do need to know what's your disposable income or how much money you do have within your family. As we have seen with Dr. Lau's part here, it is expensive to get treatments, and I do understand that this is going to change over time because Baby Joe is about 5 months away, or 5 years, my apologies, from when he can start taking the drugs. But we do need to start planning what we want to do in terms of money, how much we need to start saving and going forward as a team there, okay? In addition to this, as a couple of the others the government has mentioned there, and Dr. Lau as well, I will work with you to inform you and keep you up to date on the coverages that are provided by our province here. And that will, of course, change, so we'll keep that confidential and keep that going forward as we progress here with Baby Joe's treatment. Lastly, as your doctor, I'm of course well aware of all the organizations that are available to you and able to support you with this fight that you are going to get into battling Baby Joe's cystic fibrosis. So one organization that I would recommend you definitely have a look at and maybe start to get involved with is Cystic Fibrosis of Canada. So what they do, they run plenty of events throughout the year. They have both people, volunteers who are maybe not affected directly in their family with cystic fibrosis, but have friends or have known people who have either died or are still living with cystic fibrosis, so they're there for your support. As well, you can get involved with things like Shinorama, that is involved at many universities across the entire province and many other provinces as well. And they're just there to help raise money for cystic fibrosis and support those living and those who have had people who have died, as I said, with cystic fibrosis. So other than that, just know that we are here for you at the hospital, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Have a great day.
Based on the cost-benefit analysis, we've decided to go through with gene therapy for Baby Joe. And so,